The debate about how artificial intelligence is going to change our lives is occupying more and more of our attention. One analyst commented that with all these shortcuts, we can reduce what business calls the tax of labor. We won't need either the work or the people that produce the work. And this is stated as an inescapable reality. The economic engine of today sounds very much like the disciples. These people are of no use. Send them away. Let them find their own way to survive. Whatever compassion the disciples might have had for this crowd has been destroyed because they believe that it is pointless. Their attitude is guided by what they see as the brute necessities of life in a market world. So many people, so little food, and necessity is a law unto itself. Brute necessity has killed whatever compassion might have stirred in their heart. And it often does the same to us. Compassion begins from connecting to what we see. Do we change channels when we see images of pain, hunger, and disease? Do we change the subject of conversation so we don't have to think too much about something that would undermine our habitual way of living? Compassion is not something whose value is measured by how it fits the stock market, the laws of supply and demand. Compassion is a gift from God, and God is not interested in the quantity of what we have, but in our relationship with Him. Christ's mission is not limited by brute necessity. Just prior to this gathering, he has heard about the barbarous murder of the prophet John at a grotesque feast, where the head of John was served on a platter. The death of this great prophet becomes a final message and challenge. John literally became the food served to the guests at Herod's table. We want to push this image away from our minds, but Jesus takes the Baptist's last prophetic act and makes it a core part of his mission. At his Last Supper, he will eventually say, "Take and eat me." But today he makes it clear that this invitation is something we all need to learn how to offer. He says to his disciples, "You give yourselves as food for them." Jesus is telling the disciples they are the chief actors in this situation. The problem of feeding the crowds is theirs directly, not society or the government or some international NGO. In reply, they say, "Here we have nothing but 5 loaves and 2 fish. And this is our typical default. What we have to offer always seems too little. But Jesus is not put off by the poverty of what we have. Bring them here, he says. It's not a problem. Bring what little you have, and we will see what can be done with what you have. Our poor resources can be more than enough in the hands of God. What is important is the way we relate to God in the midst of these situations. If we give ourselves to God, then God will work wonders with our offering, no matter how impoverished it may be. His mission is the necessity that trumps whatever reality lies in front of us. When we look on the world, the stirrings of compassion begin within us. Whoever opens themselves to compassion gives Christ what they have. Give what little you have. The Lord will know what to do with it.